Ever wondered what makes a good koi to grow on? How do you select a koi with potential to grow? Then this is the video for you. In this video, I'll not only tell you the traits to look for, but why that trait is important to the growth of the koi. With the information in this video, you will be able successfully to choose the right koi to grow on, ensuring an outstanding growth in your koi. Stop chasing growth and start chasing size. What do you mean, stop chasing growth and start chasing size? Hi, I'm Richard. Well, if you select a big size, a young koi compared to its brothers and sisters, any small difference in size will be magnified into a huge difference as they get bigger. So you're saying the koi are selecting themselves as they are bigger than their siblings. I always say not all koi are born equal, as some koi have all the colours, pattern, body, sex, etc. But in the same spawning, there are runts of the spawning. They can only grow to what their genes dictate. So selecting a koi with the right genes is the #1 priority. A koi buddy of mine calls me a growth guru and says I grow big koi. But I always say I just provide the opportunities for the koi to grow and fill their potential. They do all the hard work by growing. That's my secret. Big fry will be big tosai, will be big nisai, will be big sansai, etc. So selecting the biggest fry helps enormously with our quest. DNA and genetics play the most important part in growing jumbo koi. So selecting a koi with the right genes is the #1 priority. That's okay because I'm going to buy my koi from a jumbo breeder, so it has a jumbo bloodline. There's a common myth that all koi from a jumbo bloodline breeder will become jumbo koi. Buying a koi from a jumbo breeder does not guarantee a jumbo koi. The golden rule is big koi have bigger fry, but even jumbo koi can spawn small koi. Look at the bell graph. All koi spawn a range of sizes of koi fry. I repeat, not all koi from a jumbo koi will become a jumbo koi. So you need to look at the koi in front of you and decide for yourself. Has it the qualities I'm looking for? Is it bigger than its siblings? Do you like the pattern? Generally speaking, a bloodline of a koi who regularly reaches over 90 cm will be a safer bet than a koi that only ever reaches 75 cm. But not every koi from a 90 cm bloodline will have the potential to reach 90 cm. I see what you are saying. You would not try to breed a Shire horse from a Shetland pony. You would start with 2 Shire horses, and the same is true of koi. If you look at the bell graph, you can see that 95% of the koi will not grow well enough to warrant growing on to jumbo. They will grow, but they're not worth growing on. They will grow, and they're worth growing on, but they're just not worth pushing to jumbo. Out of the 5% left, only a few will have the qualities and the pattern to make it. If you look at the bell graph, only 2 out of the 27 koi of the ones I kept were worth pushing to jumbo. That does not mean that the rest are rubbish or they're not worth growing. They will be brilliant koi, just that it's not worth trying to grow jumbo koi from a koi that has genes limiting its growth. So it's a bit like a car that has a top speed of 70 miles an hour and you're trying to push it up to 120 miles per hour. It ain't gonna happen. So pellet size is very important, but it's often overlooked. So make sure you select the correct size pellet for your koi. Too small is fine, too big and your koi will starve. So what body traits do I look for in selecting a jumbo koi to grow on? Koi are not sharks. They cannot bite off chunks of koi food. They can only suck up food, so it has to be able to fit in their mouths if they're going to eat it. So a big mouth is very important, as they can eat bigger food and more of it. More food equals more growth. A big head to support the big mouth. I never realised why a big mouth was so important. Koi can only suck. It makes you appreciate teeth. I look for a coffin shape with a nice smooth line to the tail with no lumps, bumps or dents. A deep body with a strong, prominent backbone, with a pear-shaped body to carry all the weight. A strong tail muscle to propel the koi to the food quicker. It is, after all, a race to survive. All these attributes ensure that the koi can be first in the queue for food and suck up more food than their siblings, therefore grow quicker than the rest. But the koi must also have the appetite to match. If it has all the attributes and no appetite, it's not going to grow well. So try and see them feeding and see if your koi is first in the queue for food. If it is, it's a good sign. Jumbo koi fry are a must if you want to grow jumbo tosai, as they've already proved themselves better than their siblings. The art is in selecting big young koi with the potential to grow that will improve in growing on to a bigger size. The mistake is to think that all small koi are young koi. Not all small koi are young koi. Koi from the same spawning will vary greatly with differing growth rates. The younger koi, the faster the growth rates you can say. The growth rate is diminished by 50% each year. So if a koi grows to 30 cm in the first year, it will be 15 cm in the next year and 7.5 in the year after. This is a general rule and can change drastically depending on the environment that the koi is kept in. Unscrupulous dealers have been known to sell jumbo tosai, which are in fact slow-growing nisai or even sansai. Caveat emptor is the Latin for let the buyer beware comes to mind. This only comes to light when the expected growth rate is not achieved. Genuine jumbo will grow fast given the correct conditions. It is all about selecting the koi with the correct genes, body shape, skin quality and pattern. Select the koi that you like. We all like different koi for different reasons. After all, you're the one that's going to care for it and feed for it, so pick the koi that suits you. Sex does matter. Female koi are normally bigger than male koi, hence guaranteed female from the breeders. But this comes at a premium price. But females get egg bound. This doesn't happen with male koi for some reason. What about some advice on koi colours? Male koi are normally more colourful, more intense colours, and also they don't get egg bound. Benny or red, it is a case of what you see you get. You will not get more benny, but it can disappear if the koi is grown hard in poor light conditions. UV plays an important part in developing the benny. Now sumi or black, it is a case that it can develop, or it may be bus sumi, as a friend of mine calls it, forever coming but never arriving. So look for some sumi that's developed somewhere on the koi that indicates the quality of the sumi. Sumi is more a waiting game and can take 4 to 5 years to mature. Look for blue-grey patches under the skin, but check that there are some pure black sumi patches to indicate the sumi that will come up. It's not a guarantee that it will develop. Make sure that you've studied the bloodline and know how the sumi develops with that particular bloodline. Personally, I like balanced pectoral fins with Showa and Utsuri black in the base of the pectoral fins. You can tell a lot about a koi from its pectoral fins. There's even a separate video on the channel on it. Check the fins are the same shape and size, and the leading ray should have a smooth sweeping surface like the edge of a scimitar sword, not bent, stopped short or broken. Top tip: if you're buying online, don't buy from a photo, buy from the video. They're far harder to touch up. Videos are more representative of the koi you are buying. So to recap, a good appetite, a big mouth, a big head, a coffin shape, prominent backbone, tear-shaped body, strong tail muscle, good koi hunting.